Hi, gang. Welcome to week 17, I think. Update for the Return to Creativity project or challenge, something. I don't know. I am your host, Jennifer Vanderbeek of scrapsoflife.com, and today is Sunday, May 2nd. So, I am currently in the midst of working in the garden. I had to take a break because I was starting to get a little so I had to come inside, cool off, get some water, get some sports drink for the electrolytes, and kind of take a chill pill because apparently yard work and I is a constant cat and mouse of flirting with heat exhaustion. And I'd prefer not to do that. So yeah, but I also want my garden finished. So yeah, so I am gonna go ahead and film this while I'm taking this break. I'm about to go back out. Probably after I film this, I'll go back out and try and do some more. But let me not get ahead of myself. So, how was your week? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it somewhere in the middle? Was it stressful? I think we had, there's kind of like that whole full moon situation. I know that can amp up some things for some folks. My week wasn't, well, my week was a bit of a roller coaster. Monday, fabulous, top notch. But then again, I don't hate Mondays. Tuesdays, however, Tuesdays are the days we are not thrilled about. Because sometimes Tuesdays end up just kind of, blah. And sometimes they're rage. Somehow, Tuesday just kind of ended up as I am exhausted and demoralized and done kind of feeling. So I kind of came home and just kind of relaxed, collapsed somewhere in the middle there. I got a lot of stuff done because I had a short week this week. I was off on Friday, which I'll get to in a minute. But yeah, so I was really trying to bang out the work during the first part of the week so that I could, take Friday off with a clear conscience. Deadlines and all that good stuff. And yeah, Tuesday was wrapping up my last deadline of the month, and it was just such a slog. And it involved in a large part, it's kind of like that whole thing, that culmination of fixing other people's mistakes, which is a pet peeve of mine. So anyway, Wednesday dawns and family drama related to my birthday. My birthday was on Friday. I've turned 45, so I am now 45 years old in a few days. So yeah, Wednesday and Thursday were a little bit emotionally rocky because I was dealing with fallout from basically a request was made. Request, yes or no, option. I chose the no option. In my way, I was sort of trying to maybe establish a little bit of boundary for myself. Yeah, that didn't go so well. So yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, dealing with that. But the good news is that Friday morning at 8 a.m. I had therapy. So we had plenty to talk about. And I'm sure we will be talking about that and, previous things that have come up in ongoing sessions. Oh yeah. So that happened. So Friday, my birthday, I started it with therapy. I guess there are worse things to do. Hey, start year 46 off talking about drama, talking about family problems, talking about, what we do and we do not owe family members, all that sort of thing. Anyway, and then to just kind of put a finer point on it, Then I went to a funeral. So I think I mentioned a while back that a high school classmate had passed away back in February. And yeah, it was kind of, it was a shock in a lot of ways. It wasn't. I mean, we knew she'd been sick for a long time. She had some serious stuff going on. But I think we all just thought that, treatment was ongoing and that she was improving or at least not getting worse. And so, yeah, we were kind of gobsmacked. But anyway, her funeral was, her service was delayed because of COVID and all sorts of things. And just, her mother needed time to deal. I mean, it sucks when, you have to bury a child. I mean, I don't think anybody expects to have to do that because that whole natural progression thing is otherwise. And yeah, so but I went, and if I can say this without sounding, this is going to sound weird, but it was good to see people from high school again. It was good to reconnect. And it sounds weird to say, right? It's like, oh, no, I'm not glad for, it's sucky circumstances. We all agreed. And it was, it was surreal being there and having it be so final. But this particular classmate, she was the one always kind of pulling people together. She would, host parties. She would, she would post pictures from high school and tag us all in it. She did that sort of thing. So I think it is more than appropriate that, some of us were able to reconnect at her funeral. And yeah, so, we took from it what we could, and we honor her by maybe doing a little bit better as we go forward. So yeah, that was the first half of my day. Now, technically, because of the time of day I was born, my 45th year did not end until late in the afternoon, so that could technically be closing out year 45. I rang in year 40, the beginning of 46, as it were, at Sweetgrass Dairy, with lots of yummy cheese and yummy craft beers and cocktails. And I went there by myself at first. Todd joined me after work. It was kind of funny. His boss actually had been there. And he sent a text to Todd, said, "Hey, Jen's at the bar, knock off early, get your butt down here." And it was just completely coincidental. I mean, Todd had been meaning to meet me anyway, but it was just kind of funny. And then, we have a favorite bartender at Sweetgrass, and yeah, so it was, and we have fun chatting with her, so we like to sit at the bar when possible and chat with her. And yeah, it was fun. I did not close the place down. It had been a long day, a long emotional day after a long emotional week. So yeah, we were home by 8, but I got there around 3. So, I also treated myself to some yummy yarn at the Fuzzy Goat. Wow. It's still wrapped up in my hands, or I've still got like dirt under my nails, so I am not gonna get it. But it's blends of silk and cashmere and merino wool, and it is heavenly, and I will find something amazing to do with it for myself. Hopefully, maybe after I finish a few more projects that are still waiting. Speaking of which, the wrist is still, yeah, it's probably going to be giving me a problem for a while. What I did is I overstressed the muscles and tendons in this part of my wrist, and I remember when I started going to the gym and I started doing, like free weights and stuff, I overtaxed, the muscles on the top of my forearm. Nah, I don't know what they're called. but I know where they are. I know how they felt when I fucked them up. And that took a real long time to heal, to get to where I could pick things up and not feel it, you know, where I didn't have to accommodate that. So I think I basically did the same doggone thing, just to a smaller section, but a vital section. So yeah, I'm probably, you know, it's, the brace is just going to become a friend. I have a pink one, too, that it works a little bit differently, that I can wear when I need to wash this out, kind of thing. Like yesterday, oh God, it needed a bath after yesterday, and so did I. It will get another bath tonight. Thank goodness these air dry overnight, when you wash them. But yeah, so I still haven't been brave enough to try and knit or crochet, but I think at some point I'm just gonna have to try and figure out a way to do it, because it pains me not to be able to work on the ornaments or any other projects like that. I'm just like, I wanna. And then, so yeah, so we had a good time Friday. It was definitely, you know, a good cap to the day. It's like, you know, you deal with the heavy stuff in the morning and then indulge in the afternoon, and that was how I wanted it, and I am not mad or sad or anything about that. Oh, so this weekend, yeah, we started on the garden, and I'd been meaning to do this garden expansion for months. Finally got all this stuff together, and so I'm like, okay, I don't have to do meal preps this weekend. You know, I'm gonna do it. Well, I also suck at figuring out how long it's going to take to do something, or how hard something is going to be. And yeah, oh my gosh, it was going to drag out so long. Thankfully, Todd mentioned something about renting a tiller for another project, and I'm like, wait a minute, whoa. Would a tiller work for this? Because we're trying to dig up the grass to put the weed barrier down. And he's like, yeah, probably. I'm like, let's do that now. Oh gosh, and it did make a big difference, but it still meant, even after he got back from picking up the rental, which he had to drive down to Tallahassee Home Depot to get, because there wasn't one. And then I would have just said, oh hey look, Google tells me that Tractor Supply has one for $200 brand new. Let's just go buy one. But thankfully Todd is a little bit more, oh, let's rent one and see if we like it, and you know, then we can kind of maybe decide from there. And yes, we will be buying one, because we have a lot of projects planned in the future, and you know, kind of ongoing stuff that, yeah, a tiller, you know, a gas or electric power tiller would certainly come in handy for. So yeah, that's gone on the yeah, we're gonna buy one of these list. So yeah, but we finally got the ground cleared. I should be able to pop up a picture over here. We got the ground cleared, and you know, everything prepped. So today, my job was to flatten it all out, relatively speaking. If I had an HGTV show based on this weekend's efforts, it would be called The Lazy Landscaper, folks. Of course, if it had been up to me, I probably wouldn't have dug up the grass. I would have just put the weed barrier down and said, what's going to happen is what's going to happen. That's not the right way to do it, but it is my way to do it, because it gets me to the end goal a lot faster. Anyway, so today was kind of smooth things out a bit, smooth the ground out a bit, and then put the weed barrier down, the barrier cloth, and then start setting the paving stones that I got to go underneath the grow bags, and, you know, get as far as I could with that. I got 2/3 of the weed barrier. I got through. I got things smoothed down. I got through 2/3 of the weed barrier, and then I started to feel a little woozy. And yeah, that's when I came in to take a break. I am starting to feel. I'm feeling well rested right now, so I think I'm going to stop the video where we're at. And I think my plan will be, I'm gonna stop the video where we're at right now. I'm gonna go do some more work. hopefully get through the part I need to get through. And then I'll try and come back and, well, no, I will come back at some point and finish this week's update. How's that sound? I think that sounds good. All right. Won't be any time for you, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's a few hours later. I have finished what I can do today outside in the garden. I'm just kind of at the end of my endurance. I've already cooled off, had a shower. But I got all the paving stones in place. I put bark around them, the mulch to weight down the weed barrier, and hopefully I'm putting a picture up here. And the front section is still unfinished and unmulched because things have to go in there before I do the rest of the stuff, and aha, that's not getting done today. I had really hoped to get the grow bags in place and filled with soil so that, you know, I could plant during the week. Not gonna happen. Because even though that's a relatively low impact, I mean, it's not moving frickin' paving stones, it's still transporting dirt from top of the yard to bottom of the yard. And yeah, I know when to call it a day. So it's okay. I'll see, you know, maybe I can get some of that done this week. If not, then, you know, next weekend, just bang it on out. I hope. So, the last thing to update is, of course, the coloring book progress. That, of course, is super important. That's been like the main goal. I did another 4 pages this week. The mental exhaustion from Tuesday and Wednesday did not help progress on that because I was just so yeah, I did not get as far as I thought I would, but such is life, you know. It's okay. I'm happy with what I got done. I have approximately 8 pages left to go on that, so I'll see what all I can get done this week, and we're getting closer and closer. That's the important thing. And let's see, I thought there was something else I was gonna mention, but I'm drawing a blank. I joke that, you know, my brain's fried, but considering, you know, I was probably flirting with heat exhaustion again today, let's not make that joke. No, I took a lot more breaks. I tried to be as kind to myself as possible while still getting the job done. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta deal. Is it perfect? Oh, sweet heavens, no. But I wasn't going for perfect. It's not like the paving stones. They're not meant to be a walkway. They're just meant to support the grow bags. And the grow bags are flexible. They'll settle as they need to, and everything will be fine. The mulch is filling in any kind of, you know, dips and variances in the pathway around the garden tower, and around other areas, and you know, it's all good. It's all doing what it's supposed to do, and I'm okay with it. Somebody has a problem with it, they can haul their butt out there and fix it if they're so bothered by it. But for me, I'm totally fine with it. I'm incredibly tired. And yeah, the shower helped, but I'm still zapped. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Oh, by the way, this is with the little pink brace. This is just one that it hooks on the thumb and then you wrap it around however you need it to. So, but yeah, this is actually fairly comfortable and is a good stand-in for when the black brace is annoying me, or like now, it's been washed out and needs to air dry. So yes, I am going to wrap this up. Wish you all a wonderful week to come. I will see you guys in another week. And we'll hopefully have more things, you know, more good news than bad, more, you know, but if it's not, then we'll deal, right? Take some time out for yourself, do something that you enjoy, try and give yourself some of that time every day. And yeah. Thanks so much for joining me here again for Return to Creativity. See ya. Bye.